ArtsNOW impacts the way teachers teach children, and that's the biggest thing, is you want your children to be able to learn to the best of their ability, so you teach teachers to do that, and ArtsNOW has done that. Their professional development is ongoing. Anytime we need anything, they're there for us. It's very sustainable. It's not anything that you have to, like, it doesn't cost the school tons of extra money or anything. It's just a mindset, it's a thought process, and it's bringing those two standards very intentionally together. And you just see the results of it. You see the results of it in the classroom. You see the results of it in the excitement of the children and the excitement of the teachers, because not only are they more engaged, they remember it. They're able to, it's not just regurgitating a standard and what they learned. They can show you that they've learned it, and it allows them to be creative with that process. Listen, we all learn better when we're having a great time, and that's what truly ArtsNOW has taught us how to do. And we're going to be able to sustain that. You know, it's not just a 1 year, 2 year thing. Once you learn it and you've got it, it's going to be ongoing. It's cool. It's great. I mean, it is cool. It is great. I love it. I love it so much.
My story is kind of unique. I was a PE teacher here previous to my role as a principal. I'm a visual learner, and I have to do to learn. And so a lot of times in the classrooms, we focus so much on I call it sit and get. We want to get the kids active, just like I envision a PE class. Want them up and moving, teach them something, show them something, put their learning to motion.
The traditional format of just sitting down and doing a worksheet is not productive for students. They need those critical thinking skills to be able to solve problems, to interact with others, to be able to collaborate. Post-COVID, ArtsNOW came to us, and I think it was a revitalization for our teachers and our staff. It almost sounded too good to be true.
So we are a nationally recognized education nonprofit, and we provide professional learning opportunities to teachers, helping them learn how to integrate strategies for different art forms into their content standards.
If we think about life in general, when we're out and about, we're always integrating knowledge to kind of get to results and conclusions. We use the arts, music, dance, visual arts, and theater as the avenue, as the vehicle to help students in social studies and literacy and math. Giving them ways to be actively engaged in meaningful learning is so powerful.
So today we had an opportunity to visit a first grade and a third grade classroom, and both of those teachers have been working with us in this partnership over the last 4 years. In the first grade classroom, we saw students bringing their writing to life through music. They worked collaboratively in small groups to write about what makes a good friend, and then they took that writing and put it to music with their instruments, helping them to keep a steady beat. And we know that students are able to keep a steady beat. It helps them read more fluently, and fluent reading leads to stronger reading comprehension. In third grade, we saw an opportunity for students to bring fossils from science to life. So they worked in small groups collaboratively to look at photos and images of different kinds of fossils, and they were able to make inferences about those fossils from what they saw, and then they brought it to life through acting. They used improvisation to act and interact with each other to bring those fossils to life.
As a principal, as a mother, I see the efficacy of what we do in the classrooms every day for our kids, for our teachers, and we would hate to lose any of that.
There's a lot of state mandates, there's a lot of district mandates, and sometimes they don't see how ArtsNOW can fit with all of these mandates. It's very frustrating, and it makes me very sad because we know it works.
I think the biggest thing that we saw today in the classroom and that we see in arts integration is learning to collaborate, and our students having opportunities to work with other people who are different from them, but seeing that we can work together to solve a problem or to reach a goal, I think is one of the most important things that we can offer to our kids.
And what we're finding from our data is actually over 90% of teachers are saying that their students are more actively engaged and they find more joy in learning because of what they're doing with ArtsNOW.
8 out of 10 teachers who work with ArtsNOW say that implementing these strategies and bringing arts integration into their classroom makes them want to stay in teaching longer. I don't really know anything else that's got 8 out of 10 teachers saying that this helps them want to stay in the profession longer.
The ArtsNOW team does a great job of working right alongside of us. It doesn't feel like a burden to the teachers.
I think it hooks kids and keeps them engaged. And if we can keep them engaged, we can keep them in school. That's going to keep them coming every day, successful at this level and then beyond.
We have a strong desire to see every single student have the opportunity to have a vibrant, engaging education that will help them be as successful as possible each and every day for their future and for ours.